MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Lucas Giolito is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, what comes with Lucas Giolito, a big arm, 95 to 100 miles an hour, hard-breaking slider. One of the issues Giolito has had is not a lot of swings and misses, so we'll be able to watch him early on to see if he brings some swings and misses, and if he does, it should be a powerful outing for Giolito.
Robert is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Luke Ward.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Giolito has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Mike Ford.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Mike Ford is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at-bat.
Reined in. Abreu will take this one over to first, and with that, the inning ends. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. On to the... James Paxton will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, there's lots to like about this lefty, James Paxton. Big arm from the left side. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit. The only thing, he throws about 4 or 5 miles harder than Pettit. Paxton occasionally 97 to 98 miles an hour. Good, hard overhand curveball. His changeup is getting better the more he uses it. This is one of the game's premier left-handed strikeout pitchers.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Batting second, at shortstop, Gabby Mendez.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Robert is on his way home. A run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they...
Meanwhile here, the throw to third is not in time, and he's in there safely.
How about that for making something happen? First, he rips a double. Then on the very next pitch, he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
The runner in scoring position with none out. No fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Yohan Moncada is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. At the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A man at third with 1 away. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. And he fouls this one off. A 1-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Lemay here with a great stop. It's there. He got him.
Wow, that was a great job to rob him of an RBI single. Showed some great athleticism, and it winds up being an RBI ground out instead.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. The head-to-head with James Paxton comes in with 6 hits in 20 at-bats. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Paxton, a 6'4" lefty. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And that's low, ball 4.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch. Through a couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Yasmani Grandal is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Abreu leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Quick throw to Torres to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move ahead to the top of the second now.
Leading off the catcher, Gary.
First pitch of the at-bat. Two balls and no strikes.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 to him now.
3 balls, no strikes.
Here it comes. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Coming to the plate now, Adalberto Mondesi. He's set and the pitch.
Ball 1.
1-0 count. Here it is. That's inside. 2-0.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, the pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in a catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. First and second here with nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Naquin's under it. One down.
The center fielder.
Stepping into the box, Aaron Hicks. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runners are at first and second with one away. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he struck him out. And with two gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you see there, the winner in this series will have most of the country rooting against them as they'll take on the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. DJ Lemay is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Lemay manning the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is interesting one. I'd be interested in two things here.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Here's the first pitch to him.
The center fielder, Tyler.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
I got to count 2-2.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Rougned Odor comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The 1-1 home. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Mondesi picks it up, and there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth.
At the plate, Nick Madrigal will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. In there for strike 1, 0-1. This one is launched. Look at this. And that one is gone.
Oh, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, that'll rattle you a little bit. This This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
At the plate, Luis Robert, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. And he takes strike two.
I have to count 0-2.
Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. White Sox able to add on thanks to the
Leading off in the Yankees, the left fielder.
infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is low and outside for a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Popped him up. Moncada shading to his right. Makes the play, 1 away. So it's back to the top of the order now. And that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Luke Voigt. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Hit back up the middle. Step on the bag for one. Throw back to Abreu. They get them both, and the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the speed threat, Danny Mendick.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
I guess the game plan from the offense.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. And that is off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there.
To the White Sox, the third baseman, Moncada.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Yoan Moncada will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking the pitch.
The 0-2 delivery.
I got to count 1 and 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Judge is on his horse. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. Now batting, Eloy Jimenez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Stepping into the box, Jose Abreu. He drew a base on balls his first time up. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on.
The catcher, get money.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Paxton comes set, ready with the 1-1 pitch. Very high, 2-1.
And here he is in the third inning. Trouble again. He's just not able to find that comfort zone out there.
Tyler Naquin would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. Tyler Lyons is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Tyler Naquin is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. The 0-1 pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Taking it in there is Hicks for the final out of the inning. White Sox pick up just the 1. We're through 3 full here in game number 4. And the White Sox are out. New inning set to get underway, and here comes the first baseman, Mike Ford.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
1-1. Here's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He drew a walk his first time up. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Smoked on the ground left side, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And he misses 2-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over. And the runner back safely. Runner's on the move for second. In there, now the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. And a diving try and left, but he can't come up with it. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a...
The designated hitter.
Domingo Germán, 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. Stepping in now, Nick Madrigal, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Runner at third here, nobody out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Outside, 2-1. Lifted in the air to center. Hicks will make the catch. Tagging is the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Luis Robert. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1-0 the count. And now a pitch on the way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
That's wide, 2-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the White. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Aaron Hicks will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in DJ Lemay. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far. His pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a little flare out to left. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Chased a bad one there, 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. He pulls this one into right. Robert is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. So here's Yoán Moncada as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the hind. And it's gone as they add still another.
Man, you could tell by the sound of that one off the bat, that was going a long way.
Into the box now, Eloy Jimenez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. High and deep to left center field. Looking up is the left fielder. Still going back. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Eloy Jimenez. His second home run of the series as this lead swells to 7-0.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So here's Jose Abreu.
Now batting.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And right into the shift. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Yasmani Grandal. It was a walk in his last trip. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at-bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee, so as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Tyler Naquin stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
3-0 now. Odor would be next. In there, 3-1. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Weak roller right side. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Stepping up to the plate, Luke Voigt. And that misses inside. 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
In there, 1-2 now. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
To the plate now, Mike Ford. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in as the power hitting second baseman, Odor. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Odor. His first homer here in the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan Dero, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now back, right fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Luis Robert. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
No strike.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
3-1 the count now. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Stewart is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Into the box now, Danny Mendick. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
2 out, nobody on. Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it, and that ends the inning. White Sox able. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That's wide, 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Adalberto Mondesi is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. And now pitch on the way. Lined hard toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Ready once again, Gleyber Torres. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it the side. Ready now for the White Sox, Yohan Moncada. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
On the line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball.
He's set. Here it comes. Jose Abreu is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Hit high and deep out to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run home run off the bat of Jose Abreu. His first homer so far in the series as this lead got even wider. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. No hits to this point. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2-1 the count. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at-bat was a good indication for me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him before the strikeout.
Tyler Naquin started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. He loses him on ball 4. So here's the left-handed bat of Rougned Odor. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Ready on 1 and 2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the White Sox 10 and the Yankees nothing. Now to the plate, Aaron Hicks. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch on its way. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Robert is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Next for New York, DJ Lemay. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And that misses ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball, and it sailed on.
3-0 to him now. And he'll just lay this one in there, 3-1. Line towards center field. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
At the plate now, DJ Stewart. But this is speared by the first baseman, and they will apply the tag between first. Jordan Yamamoto comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-World, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hicks on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The batter.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Luis Robert. He flew out in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Oh, not sure where that one missed, and I'm not sure the pitcher does either.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Change of speeds is one of the hardest things that offensive players have to deal with, especially if he's got the arm action working like he does. That pitch was 19 miles an hour slower than the previous pitch.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. And another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded to the right. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next to the White
Digging in now, Danny Mendick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there, strike one. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Here's big Aaron Judge starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for two. And a good way to start the ninth as he's in with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Luke Voigt is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball, 1 strike.
Hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. Tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. The throw pulls him off the bag. Now at the plate, Mike Ford. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
The 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Line towards center field. Nicklin is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Now back. Catcher.
Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
He was on cruise control the entire game. He gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Adalberto Mondesi is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
He pulls this one into right. That's in there, base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
At the plate, Torres. He swings and grounds it to short, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Aaron Hicks stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as they try to claw back. It's a 5-run deficit.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Pedro Strop gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
The third baseman, DJ.
And that sends DJ Lemay into the box. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. Strop has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career and logged in with an ERA in the low 3s. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Strop, a former Cincinnati Red, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a 1-year deal. But this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
Last chance for the Yankees. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Cutter, and it doesn't make it back. 3-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
Better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Chicago White Sox now trail 3-1 in this league championship series. Lucas Giolito is the winning pitcher of record. James Paxton couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
For the Yankees, 5 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Guaranteed Rate Field, 40,615. The White Sox thank you for attending and encourage you to buckle up.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. The Chicago White Sox got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Yankees 10-5. As they got